Welcome to today's live video where we're talking about how can I stop resisting in my life. Sorry, how can I stop resisting my life as it is and accept it? How can I stop resisting my life as it is and accept it? I'm Peggy O'Neill. I'm the founder of Answering the Call as well as the creator of Wisdomary Leading, which means that we lead our lives with the wisdom, the knowledge, the intuition, the knowing of who we truly are, the one being that we truly are. The universe, we're all one being. And that's not a spiritual concept, it's not a new age concept. Science actually tells us this, in addition to the great wisdom traditions that have been telling us this for more than 3,000 years. So with Wisdomary Leading, we live as who we truly are. And that's what all these conversations are about, how to do just that. And again, today, how can I stop resisting my life as it is and accept it? If you're here live, please say hi in the chat. And if you're watching this on replay, please put in hashtag replay and ask any questions, make comments. I will respond to every one of them. So today we're going to talk about exploring why not resisting matters. Understand why it is so hard to stop resisting, and experience acceptance and allowing. So why does it matter to stop resisting? Whenever we resist something, so here's what I mean by resistance. I'm sure you've felt it before, like maybe your bank account doesn't have the amount of money in it that you wish it did. And so we have all this energy. We're not happy with it. We're anxious about it. We're worried about it. What am I going to do about it? All of that is resistance. Maybe you're resisting something that's happening in a relationship. I wish he would be different, or I wish I would be different, or I wish the relationship would be different. That's resistance. Same at work. I don't like my job, or I don't like my boss, or I don't like my paycheck. All of that is resistance. Now, all of that's resistance because we're judging it. We're not liking it. And that causes us suffering. So it's one of the reasons that it matters, is because we suffer around that. When we think something shouldn't be as it is, we suffer. We become miserable at some level. And all that's resistance, and all that does is energize the way things are. It actually helps keep things in place as they are. It's also draining. Think about it, how when we're unhappy with something, we're resisting, we don't like a situation, how much the stress that causes on our bodies. So it drains our energy, our ability to be creative, to be nuanced, to be insightful about it all. And we can't create freely because we're so focused on how things are and not liking how things are, and maybe even trying to fix how things are, that it's all related to how things are instead of allowing it to be as it is. We'll get to that. And then from there is where the creativity, the insight, the new ideas, the what's possible can arise. So it's key that we not resist what matters. And that being said, since we're being lived, it doesn't mean that we won't suddenly recognize, oh, I'm resisting right now. But when we recognize that, we can relax the focus of attention. Might take a few minutes, a few hours, sometimes a few days if it's a real intense situation, to be able to relax the focus of attention so much that you sink back into your essential nature. And that's what's key. And so you don't make yourself wrong by resisting. You just notice, because you can't do anything about that either. So sometimes we can resist our resistance. I've been there, like, dadgummit, I'm resisting this and I know better than this. So you don't want to resist the resistance too, but you just relax the focus of attention and sink back into who you truly are. So why is it so hard to stop resisting? Well, we've been taught that if we don't like something, to do something about it, right? Well, you don't like your job, go find a better one. You don't like your relationship, go to counseling or get a divorce, get a better one. We've also been taught that we don't like our feelings. What can we do to avoid our feelings? Turn on the TV, take a walk. Take a walk's not bad, but if we're doing it to avoid feelings, all we're doing is resisting. Read a book, go get a glass of wine, go to dinner, go shopping. All of those are ways that we've been conditioned to think that we're doing something to shift energy. We may be shifting energy in the moment, but underlying it is resisting. We haven't really been with the resistance. So that's one of the reasons it's really hard to stop resisting, is because the culture uh, um, tells us everything that I just said, and we either seek something to help us feel better or to solve the situation, or we just avoid it by doing something else, or denying that it's there. Oh, I'll do positive self-talk for a while. All forms of avoidance. And then we're also, I mentioned this a minute ago about resisting, why it matters, but to know that we are also taught to judge it. We're taught to judge it, like, how do you like your relationship right now? How do you like your job right now? How do you like your boss right now? Constant. All the questions, the conversations are so oriented towards judging how things are. So we're taught to judge. We're taught to judge our emotions. Oh, I don't want to feel that. I shouldn't feel that. Something's wrong when I feel that, or I'm doing something wrong. So then it goes back to us. I'm doing something wrong, that I'm feeling this, that I'm resisting that. So we're taught that. In addition, because we're taught that, then we more naturally notice thoughts that speak that say that to us. The more we relax the focus of attention, then we don't notice those thoughts so much anymore. The judgmental thoughts, they start fading way off into the background. That's not just my experience, it's others' experience as well. So, so so anyway, so another reason why it's so hard to stop resisting is because we judge, and we're taught to judge. And we're also taught what a good life is. So what's a good life? You're supposed to make a certain amount of money, have a certain kind of job, marry, car, house, on and on and on. So we assess ourselves and our lives against that. And so again, it's hard to stop resisting because we are trying to satisfy this cultural norm, this idea of what it means to be a good person, to be to have a good life. And so but what I encourage people to do and work with people to do is, let's find out what's true for you. What's true for you. But all of that is why it's hard to stop resisting. Okay, so now we're going to experience accepting and allowing. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes right now, I encourage you to close your eyes. Go ahead and take a deep breath and let it out. Allow yourself to relax. And now bring to mind something that you're resisting. You might even be resisting this, like, oh, I wish this was over. Why am I listening to it? It could be this. But bring to mind something. Maybe it's their bank account, or something happening at work, the weather. Just bring to mind something you're resisting. And let yourself go ahead and feel the resistance right now. Feel the emotion that's going with this thing you don't like or wish was different. And now relax the focus of attention. Just take your attention completely off of that. Relax your attention. Experience your attention sinking back into the source that it actually is. Awareness. Consciousness, spirit, source are all other names for this awareness. If that's challenging, just try again. You can tell yourself, relax the focus of attention. You can also experience yourself expanding. So we tend to identify with the body as who we are and the limitation of the body, so our attention can be tight in. So what you can do is relax your attention even further, so that you can experience the allowing that you are, the space that you are. Experience the expansion beyond what we think of as the edges of our bodies. And experience being open, allowing, because that's who you truly are. You're like the open, allowing space in the room that you're in right now. The space doesn't resist anything. Somebody could come in with a jackhammer making a lot of noise and the space doesn't resist it. Somebody else could come in with a, a beautiful song and the space doesn't have a different opinion about that, doesn't judge it, doesn't think it's better than the jackhammer. It's just an open, empty space, and that's who you truly are, is that open space. So allow yourself to relax the focus of attention. And just allow that resistance that you may notice fading now, just allow it to be there. Whatever the situation is and the resistance, allow it to be there. There's nothing to change. There's nothing to do. You're not doing anything wrong in any of this. The resistance is natural, as I've explained. So just allow what's there to be there. Okay. And if you're ready, you can open your eyes. So that's what you do, and you do that over and over again. You can't close your eyes when you're driving, but you can do that when you're driving. You notice you're caught up in something, you're resisting the traffic, resisting where you're going, resisting the fact that you're late or early, whatever, and then just relax the focus of attention and allow your body and your being to relax and be allowing, totally allowing. All right, so I'm going to see if there are any questions or comments. All right, there are none, but if you have any at any time, put them in there and I will answer them. So today, what we're exploring is how can I stop resisting my life as it is and accept it? And we looked at why resisting matters, just keeps it in place, short version. Understand why it's so hard to stop resisting. It's cultural norms, what we're conditioned to do with things that we like and don't like. I mean, we even resist things we like because we resist that we could lose them. So when you notice holding on tightly to something, that's a form of resistance as well. And then what we did is experience acceptance and allowing. So thanks for being here. I'd like to let you know I've got another complimentary workshop, 90-minute workshop. Let's see, I've got my calendar right here. I didn't plan to tell you this. It just came to me. It's on Tuesday, March the 12th at 11:30 Central for 90 minutes. Tuesday, March the 12th, 11:30 Central for 90 minutes. Would love for you to join all of us that will be there. It's usually a small group. We have a wonderful conversation. People have insights, new experiences to really support them to live the flow that we are. And so it's about allowing the flow and love and peace that you are into your life by knowing who you are. And you'll have some practices that you can use to keep expanding your experience of yourself and expand your ability to allow love and peace and abundance into your life. So I hope you'll join us. And if you want to join us, then just send me a message and I will send you the Zoom link. All right. Thanks. Have a wonderful rest of your day.